So Carnival, we have a very colourful table. You can pretty much pick any of the props from the prop box for this theme. Here are just a few that we've selected to explore today.
Yeah, Carnival. We're looking at celebration in its broadest sense, whether that's a big festival or whether it's a tea party or a street party or any of those notions of celebration. You might want to think about, in terms of planning, the environment. This could lead on really nicely from, let's say, making a flag or putting decorations up, or maybe even dressing up. So there are all sorts of ways in and out of this kind of activity. You can make as much of it as you want. It may even be a possibility to take it outside on a lovely day. So Carnival is a theme where you could have music playing all the way through if you want. Just got to be careful of the volume. One of the musical techniques associated with, certainly with samba and that sort of music you might hear in a big celebration, is a thing called call and echo, or call and response. So we're just going to demo of that using a couple of eggs. So it's as it would sound, really. I play something, and you've echoed it. I might play something like this. And I'll start to bring in a range of movement. I might even sing at the same time. Sing. Exactly, I might use both hands. I might cross over the body, all sorts of things, depending on what the person can cope with. So that's a call and echo. Call and response is something slightly different. So if you would do something, so much more getting towards a conversation. So rather than just copying or echoing what someone has done, you're responding to it. And that is a thing that happens quite naturally in a musical circumstance. It's not something you need to necessarily talk about. It will happen, but be mindful of it. Keep an eye out for it, because it's a particular thing, and it's worth building upon. Okay, and we can take this idea a little bit further by using sticks. So we might hold them up, do a bit of mirroring. I might introduce the idea of a pulse against that, and the participant might join in. Very playful. I might hold my sticks like that, and I might play the participants and encourage that to happen. So you can build up sequences of movements. Again, extending the movement, taking it nice and slow with these sorts of instruments. Crossing over the body is also quite nice, and be playing. All sorts of playfulness can be done with these, and it's also a really good point at which to make eye contact under certain circumstances, and just moving them around, maybe holding them lightly, seeing one. Just be really playful with the sticks themselves. And again, if there's music happening in the background, the rhythm of this will occur much more naturally. But there's also space for it in a totally sort of quiet environment as well, just playfulness. Okay, so we're going to extend the call and response, call and echo activity now. We've got the resource box that your resources come into here, and on top of that I've got the scarf, just to dampen it down a little bit. We're in celebration mode, but there's no reason why we can't still do quite quiet activities in the midst of a bigger sound world. So this is, again, just taking the idea of call and echo, or call and response, and so on. So it's you could use, I mean, if you happen to have a drum or something like that, you could use that, or a stool would be quite nice as well. Anything that gives a little bit of resistance. This activity will happen quite naturally under most circumstances. People know what these are and are usually ready to use them.
So those activities that Mark's just shown us can be translated into movement. For example, I might do my call as, it might be echoed.
Yep.
I might also do a shimmy.
And I'll try my very best to echo that.
And it could be a response too.
Okay,
So it
I'll
might
have
be
a go.
that it looks different.
That was my response. Very nice.
Thank you.
So there's 3 movements, but you obviously you can make up as many movements as you want to, really. Another way to extend that is just to really to start to have a conversation with these instruments. So it's sort of a mixture of call and response, and just allowing the piece to breathe a little bit. So we'll have a little go at that. So it's just a conversation, we're just not using our voices, that's all. Honestly, it is hours of fun. It really is.
At our carnival, we are going to have a little juggling show for you. We have juggling balls, we have juggling rings. Enjoy the show.
Cue music.
The scrunchie again, and in particular I'm interested in using the resistance in it. So it's really great for supporting participants to get their muscles going, to help with flexibility, to help with them extend their movement range and capabilities as well. Again, we're just going to be mindful if we know of any injuries, just to be again, support them in any way that we need to. But what's a really nice thing to do is talk about the journey that a carnival may go on. So does it reach out in front of us, and then does it wiggle along a path? It's a really nice opportunity for you to explore different levels. So it might go high, you might want to take your journey low to the ground. You might even want to support a resistance, so that's my foot is involved and I'm stretching, I'm using my full range of movement there. So my journey is going from my foot all the way to my hand. And again, you can be participant led on this. You can ask them where they want to take their journey to, how they're moving, and just support them in making this scrunchy move in an interesting way. So, as our carnival comes to an end, you might want to think about how what I've just demonstrated becomes a bit of a cool down. Perhaps with your partner, you're just changing the way that you're using the resistance of the band just to calm things down a little bit more.
Yeah, and I'm hearing underneath this a lovely bossa nova, much slowing down the rhythm a little bit, starting to relax the vibe and change the mood to something a little bit more mellow, which would be a lovely thing to do. We've had some incredible all singing, all dancing experiences, loads of great music to choose from, and now we're just going to bring it down into that space, which is slightly different. Maybe stop, have a nice cup of coffee, maybe a nice drink with a little umbrella and a straw, and take the feather boa out of your hat and just relax. And when the carnival is done, we will take it easy. Everybody having fun, but now is the time to slow it all down. stars are smiling, we will watch them fade away to the new rising sun. We will take it easy, taking time. We will rise again. Your time is my time, it's easy.